Ladies and gentlemen, as you are likely aware, a state of intense conflict persists between the Ethiopian National Defense Force, ENDF, and the Amhara Fano forces across multiple regions within the Amhara region. We have recently received the most up-to-date information from the battlefield, which I will share with you in this video. To begin, in Wuchale, situated in northern Wello, Mekdela in southern Wello, and Finote Sleem in western Gojam, there is an undeniable tension and confrontation unfolding between the Amhara Fano and the Ethiopian army and its allied forces. If you recall from our previous video, we reported that Fano forces claimed to have captured the town of Wuchale along the A2 highway. However, the most recent reports indicate that ENDF has managed to enter the town. Nevertheless, there are still reports of ongoing shelling on the town's outskirts. In Chahuit, located in southern Gonda, the ENDF is actively shelling the area with heavy weaponry. This action follows an ambush by Fano forces that resulted in the destruction of a convoy headed towards Gojam. This recent turn of events has led to intensified fighting across many areas of Gojam. According to updates, the Gojam Fano forces have issued a call to arms, urging the people of Gojam to arm themselves and mobilize in response to Abiy's new operation. Moving on to Ankoba, found in northern Shua, there is a significant escalation of hostilities between Fano forces and Amhara militias. Tragically, there have been reports of several civilians losing their lives in this area as a result of the ongoing conflict. In the most recent updates from the conflict-ridden areas, we bring you crucial information about the ongoing hostilities and their impact on various locations within the Amhara region. These developments shed light on the ever-evolving nature of the situation. Starting in Baboksa and Webabo, both situated in southern Wello, we have learned that Fano forces executed an ambush targeting Amhara militia and Amhara riot police. This attack resulted in several injuries, underscoring the gravity of the confrontations in this area. Such incidents only contribute to the complexity and instability of the ongoing conflict. Moving eastward to Melek Beer in Mota, which is located in eastern Gojam, we find reports of intense fighting between Amhara Fano forces and the Ethiopian National Defense Force, ENDF. It is worth noting that Fano soldiers have a notable presence in the Mota area, further exacerbating the clashes and raising concerns about the safety of the local population. Meanwhile, in Lalibela, a historic town located in northern Wello, sporadic gunfire has been reported. The sporadic nature of this gunfire hints at a volatile environment, causing distress among the residents and making it challenging to maintain any semblance of normalcy. Shifting our attention to Minafesha, situated in Desi, southern Wello, we have received information that 60 Amhara police officers have deserted their posts. This development underscores the challenges faced by law enforcement agencies in maintaining order in the midst of ongoing hostilities. The desertion of these officers may have far-reaching implications for the security situation in the region. Furthermore, as the fighting continues to escalate, it has been reported that the ENDF is grappling with a critical shortage of ammunition, particularly artillery shells. This shortage has the potential to impact the intensity and duration of the conflict, affecting the strategies and capabilities of the involved parties. The moment has arrived and the stakes couldn't be higher. Presently, the Fano forces have set their sights firmly on Addis Ababa, the capital of Ethiopia. The capture of this city carries profound implications not only for Ethiopia, but for the entire African continent. Addis Ababa stands as a symbol of African unity, as it hosts the headquarters of the African Union. If the city were to fall under the control of the Fano, it would send an unequivocal message that the African Union can no longer remain silent, while Amharas continue to suffer mercilessly. As it stands, the Fano have emerged victorious in all the battles fought within what is known as the Amhara Kilil. This track record suggests that it is now within their reach to drive Abiy Ahmed's soldiers away, including those stationed in the major towns, functioning as garrisons for his army. However, the most apparent shortcut to dismantling the entire regime is to march on Addis Ababa and overthrow the government altogether. The greater metropolitan area of Addis Ababa is not just a city. It's home to an estimated 10 million Ethiopians and hosts numerous foreign diplomatic missions. It's a hub for major international organizations, including the Economic Commission for Africa, ECA, UNICEF, World Bank, the European Commission, and UNDP. Any conflicts that erupt in Addis Ababa are understandably viewed with the utmost concern. Therefore, it is imperative to urgently seek a way out of this potential crisis. Reports suggest that Abiy Ahmed has organized a 500,000-strong militia to defend the city against potential Fano incursions. However, the Fano is rumored to be capable of mobilizing double that number of fighters. While these figures may be exaggerated, it is evident that a clash of enormous proportions seems increasingly likely. Such a conflict could lead to pitched battles, with high-rise buildings serving as cover, resulting in significant civilian casualties. This is precisely why all parties involved must do everything within their power to avoid the Battle of Addis Ababa. So, how can this impending tragedy be averted? Here are a few potential avenues. Abiy Ahmed, accompanied by his key officials and senior army officers, could choose to peacefully resign after the United States and the European Union arrange for safe passage. This scenario could provide a path to a less violent transition of power. The Fano Central Command could take on a transitional leadership role with a commitment to a more stable and inclusive government aiming to mitigate the unrest. A significant portion of Abiy's soldiers may consider defecting to the Fano forces to avoid a large-scale clash, potentially leading to a more negotiated and peaceful resolution. Admittedly, these possibilities are daunting, and all parties involved should remain vigilant and proactive in seeking an escape from this dreadful nightmare. Every measure should be explored to prevent, at any cost, the Battle of Addis Ababa. Addis Ababans, in particular, could play a vital role by staging a 3-day stay-at-home strike, demanding that no such battle should take place in the capital city. The international community also has a crucial role to play in mediating and supporting peaceful solutions to prevent further escalation and bloodshed in Ethiopia.